gets set to do battle with the New York Giants. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A huge play there right off the bat. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing, Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
It's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through.
He's good.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2
plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. DeAndre Washington, his first carry. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Going deep here for Watkins. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Quez Watkins, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Giants 3. Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Jones now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Returnable for Lockett. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The 49-yard line.
On first, here's Washington. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Washington, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 50-yard line. 1 yard gain.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Down and
1. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First and goal.
That's good for 28 yards.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle right twice for the arm, because you know.
They'll run high. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Giants 3. Michael Dixon to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
24-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Play action. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now left side on the swing pass. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there and take the hit and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. On first and goal, Washington. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and goal. They'll try again with Washington. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Delano Hill. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom.
On the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Giants 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Valentine going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Barkley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now Jones to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Incomplete.
Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
From the gun, Jones. It's caught. Shepard. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Now Jones. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Giants 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Seahawks
and not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn it
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
They'll take over 1st and 10. At the 38.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Right back to Washington. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up.
It's 3rd and 11.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Gun. 54. Keep it out, defense. Keep it on.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders?
Jones hit, and the ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go. They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brought him down. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's the backup Smith. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Quez Watkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Tate's got it.
Jones.
First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a 1st down.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 47. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, Washington. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 23.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. He was brought down by Blake Martinez, 2nd in the league in tackles last year, gets another there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Washington now out of the gun. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He was brought down by Blake Martinez. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Giants.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
He was taken down by...
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 24, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over.
And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Logan Ryan on
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's now 2nd and 10.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
18 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Giant ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards, halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Jones throwing complete here to Tate. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 34-yard line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Tackle made at the 20.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jones on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
Jones.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jones toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd and short.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Taken down.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Wilson wants to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Wilson's pass.
And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Here's Jones. Go throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Jones pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, Washington. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.